Hey, what's up, metal and heavy music fans? It's Flight of Icarus again with MetalTrenches.com, and it's a very exciting time. We've got two new Every Time I Die songs, Desperate Pleasures and a Colossal Wreck, so I'm going to give them a listen and share my thoughts and review of them. And hey, if you like to be kept up to date with the best and brightest metal bands and albums from the underground and above, then stick with me by hitting that subscribe button down below. Alright, we're going to start with a Colossal Wreck. Here we go. No nonsense for this one. Hell yeah. Man, this is like stepping back to like the Big Dirty and stuff, I feel like. This has their older flair to it. Ooh, that guitar. Hell yeah. The D beat going. Yeah, this is just bringing that old school energy. I love it. Like, I love, like, some of the newer stuff on the last album, like Map Change became, like, one of my all-time favorite songs from them. But when it comes down to it, I just love that old ETID energy. Woo! The guitar is freaking cooking. Hell yeah. Nice part there, too. Really leaning into those old-school kind of mathcore elements, too. Hell yeah. Man, this is like the most like youthful and energetic I would say they've sounded in a while too. Like, I've loved every one of their albums on a different level for different things. But this really does feel like time travel. To the point where I'm almost like, is this just like an old song that wasn't released? I would not be in the least bit surprised. It's just a completely different energy. Hell yeah. Man. Good times. Super fun. Great. Just this is just packed with hooks too. The vocal delivery too, like everything about this just feels so like 2000s era Every Time I Die is what this is. Man, where did that come from? Hell yeah. What is this gonna be? Just some noise or... Okay, we're at the end here. Nice little outro there. Not sure that was necessary. But yeah, hell yeah. Okay, so that was Colossal Wreck. So turning that to my scales... Easily a 10 for enjoyability. Holy cow. The energy, man. Just and just packed. How much they packed into this. It's just 2 minutes 29 seconds. And so many hooks, so many great guitar moments. The vocals were fantastic. I'm going to be screaming along to this one for sure. Musicianship, 9 or a 10 for that too. Just for the same reasons. Just cooking it, killing it. The hooks, the drums, songwriting overall, really solid. And then for innovations, just like a 7. Like nothing particularly new. In fact, like I said, this is kind of like going back to the older days. But let's turn the scales here. So overall, I mean, that's easily like an A minus track. But let's check out Desperate Pleasures now. Wondering if this one will have a little bit of a different flavor. A little bit longer. So that said, it's like a 3-minute, 12-second song, so it's funny to call that longer, but by comparison. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, if we wanted something a little different, a little bit of the old school, now we're getting something... Yeah, these vocals are weird. I like it. Almost more like Daughters-y sounding vocals. To the point where I'm almost like, is this a guest vocalist? I'm gonna have to look at the liner notes, because I'm partially wondering if this is a guest vocalist, but it could just be Keith, I don't know. And here we go, back to the end of it too. That was a cool intro. This one's gonna get a few extra points in that department. Ooh. I love when they just kick in the double bass like that. And then the punky chord progressions. I'm really intrigued by this very, like, 8th grade geometry class looking album cover. Ooh, the bass. More interesting vocals here. Yeah, this is definitely the more kind of experimental track of the two. Nothing too crazy, but interesting for sure. Ooh, not busy. That's fun, man. It's that same energy, but just kind of trying something different. I appreciate that. Like, at this point in their career, they kind of got to shake things up a little bit everywhere they can. Nice little break here. The big, profound lyrical moments where the crowd all sings along. This is where you put the microphone out to the crowd. Oh yeah, there's going to be some anthemic times in the club, and then the mosh pit right after once the shows start up again. Oh man. For the power finish here, hell yeah. Ooh. Heck yeah. And then the breakdown. That's such a, like, early 2000s breakdown too. Almost reminds me of, like, Memphis Will Be Laid to Waste, like that kind of era. All it's missing is a China cymbal. Hell yeah. Ooh, and the over and out. Oof, man. Picking the better of these two tracks, that's an impossibility. So again, that was Desperate Pleasures. Scales again, 10 easily. Again, both of these are just top-notch tracks. I mean, we're fortunate to live in this era now where you don't necessarily need to drop a new album. Like, just drop singles, drop short releases, and it's like quality over quantity. And shit, man, this is good stuff. Musicianship also 9 or 10, like straddling that line with that one. But this one gets that extra point for innovation. I'd give it at least an 8. Give it at least that extra point for trying some new things with the vocals. Songwriting's really solid across the board too. Man, if I were kind of rating these, I'd probably give this one like an A, and I'd give a Colossal Wreck like an A-. But they're both like top-notch tracks. But now it's your turn. Down in the comments, let me know which one of these tracks was your favorite and what did you think of them overall. And hey, stick around because I got plenty more videos coming right after this one. Not only these track reviews, but also full album reviews, interviews with bands on the podcast, tier lists, you name it, we've got it. So plenty of reasons to, again, subscribe if you have not already. But that'll do it for now. Flight of Icarus signing off. I will see you in the trenches.